Testing, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2. Audio is live. Everything's up. Q beans. Right. Let's get back to it.
Attempt to acquire a Christmas tree has failed. Reason: all trees contain highly dangerous levels of radiation. Mankind is a naughty plague on this gentle planet.
Let's head back to the Wayward, and then we will travel on from there. Polly got a new body.
You did real good, brother. This body is nothing short of art. All the little malfunctions and mishaps I've been putting up with for years, gone. I'm like a newborn babe. If babies could turn a human into a cadaver in under 8 seconds. Here, I made you this from some parts I didn't need anymore. As thanks. Now go get comfy.
Polly built to kill.
What's up?
You're different from other robots.
You know, your pickup lines could use some work. But yeah, I am. Duchess purchased me years ago and had me reprogrammed. Dialed back my tactical protocols, added in a personality. The result is the Frankenstein's bouncer you see before you. Duchess claimed the programmer based me on one of his old girlfriends, a boxer. But Saul seems convinced my template was the boss lady herself. Wouldn't be shocked by either, or both.
Or that they're the one in the same. You willing to talk about what happened?
Thought it seemed pretty obvious. I lost the person watching my back. Then the Scorched came at me from behind. Don't have to be Napoleon to figure that one out. Guess you could say that. Saul's been in my corner since we picked him up. Don't think he'd ever seen an Assaultron before me. So when he joined up, I fielded about 3 days worth of questions. But the man's good with electronics and good with a gun. Plus, he finds me charming for some unknown reason. Couldn't really ask for more in a friend. Throw one back for me.
Well, hey there, darling. Something on your mind? No, doll. Appalachia's home to me. Always has been. There was no way I was staying away for long. I presumed I'd only be gone a couple of months. But I kept hearing stories about plagues and monsters and whatnot. When I heard everyone was finally coming back because of some treasure, I figured the monsters and all must have been made up to scare people off. Seems I just vastly underestimated the general populace's level of desperation. So I came back to sell them all drinks, and to finally be home again. Me? Businesswoman. Carved a nice place out for myself in pharmaceuticals. I made some friends along the way, and lots of enemies. But I was also able to put away enough scratch and supplies that, when the end came, well, I was in better shape than most. Traded nearly all of it in order to build this place, though. Now, the Wayward's my legacy. And it'd be nowhere without you. Oh yeah, I've heard of her. Rumor was that she was a smart, savvy, effortlessly beautiful drug kingpin. But I don't think you want to find her, honey. Left a trail of broken families wherever she went. Lucky for us all, that gal disappeared when the bombs dropped. World already had all the monsters it could stomach. Great, isn't she? I got her for a steal because the military took all her guns when they retired her. She's the pack-ox forklift hybrid I never knew I wanted. I never would have been able to haul all this stuff up here without her, let alone build this place up. Was Saul's idea to paint her, upgrade her voice module to something more fitting her role. Nothing other than the rumor of the big one everyone keeps babbling about being tucked away somewhere nearby. I've heard it's a city that drops riches from the sky, and that it's a drill that crawls around underground. And at this point, I would not be the least bit surprised to find out it's somehow both.
Interesting.
All right.
Oh, hey there. Looking forward to hearing what you thought of those tapes. Now, what'd you want to discuss? Some other time.
Hey there, stranger. Look, I can't say this with enough emphasis. Paulie and I would be pushing up daisies if you hadn't shown up when you did. You saved us. Seriously, all the gratitude I've got doesn't amount to what you deserve. Here, I want you to have this. I've been saving it for a rainy day, but you earned it. So, there's something I can do for you?
How are you doing?
A lot better now I'm out of that pit. But Dutch has spotted me a couple stims, so I'm not too worried. I've had worse. Bounced back just fine. Just takes time, you know, which is the one thing I've got plenty of.
What's the deal with you and Polly?
We look out for each other. Not sure how long you've been out of the vault, but if you want to make it out here, you need someone watching your back. Preferably multiple someones. And Polly's been that person for me for a while now. Yeah, see, Duchess and Polly, they didn't work great together. Duchess treated her like a protectron, a servant to be bossed around. But she's a lot more than that. I don't know if all Assaultrons are like her, or it was something to do with her reprogramming. But she's... like a real lady. Yeah, and once I got Duchess to see that, well, it was smooth sailing. Or as smooth as this group gets. Well, not much to tell. Scorched, just overwhelmed us. It's weird. They seem rock dumb, but sometimes it just seems like they know things that they shouldn't. Like they're talking to each other somehow, just without words. We were holding our own just fine till I got shot. It's a whole lot harder to aim when you can only balance on one leg. Once I went down, Polly went ballistic.
What was that?
Could say she lost her head over it.
Which would that be?
The one where you screamed like a 9-year-old that wandered into a morgue?
Oh,
There we
Talk
go.
to you later.
yes. That. There was a possum.
You're afraid of possums?
No, I was just warning it with a battle cry.
Never heard you do a battle cry before.
It may have caught me off guard, with its dumb little faces and murder behind its eyes. But I believe it got the message.
Yeah, the message seems clear to me.
Well, it's like elephants. Elephants are scared of mice and rats because they're small. And elephants, by nature, don't want to tread on small things. But they will happily charge a man down.
Broadcasting to the people of Vault 76. This is the Overseer. We need to talk, face to face. I've missed all of you, but this isn't just about a reunion. We have work to do. I'll be waiting in Sutton.
So Sutton was where the Overseer lived before the bombs dropped, when she lived with her parents, and when she was attending Voltaic University in Morgantown. so this is all what she's built. Overseer's home. She's built her house in a relatively well situated place.
Oh, thank God you're here. It's just so good to see you. Let's talk downstairs. Cozy as this place is, there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Okay.
We really went overboard with this place. Feel free to look around.
Still got Vault-Tec posters everywhere. Good to know.
Let me introduce you to Davenport. He's been helping me with some reconnaissance. Keeping an eye on Appalachia.
Oh, so good to meet you. The Overseer has been so excited to see everyone again. Once you've acquainted yourself with our new arrivals, I may have some field work for you.
I couldn't have pulled this place off without him. Let's talk. Pretty crazy out there, huh? I know we have a lot to catch up on. But first, I have to ask. Did you finish the inoculation against the Scorched Plague? Please, it's vitally important. I know I owe you a sit-down, but I need to discuss this first. I'll be quick. Once you're on board, we can catch up, and I'll answer any questions you might have.
Good.
Now, the inoculation. Did you finish it?
Everything after leaving the vault has been insane. Vault-Tec never prepared us for this. You're lucky I'm even here. Don't start making demands. Duchess told me where you were. No, she didn't. Yes, the inoculation is done.
Good, because we're gonna need a lot more of it. Have you been to the mountains lately? It's not just us anymore. People from outside Appalachia are coming in. I snuck around two of the larger groups and saw them both building. Walls, housing, defensive positions. They're coming to stay. Each and every one of them is walking into a medical crisis they don't even know about.
Why are they coming? Why now?
I don't know if you've been following the rumors, but there's something in the mountains. No one's managed to get into it yet, but one thing's for certain. It's a vault. I eavesdropped on some of the newcomers, and whatever is inside there has gone from speculative guesses to full-blown fantasy. Stories of untold riches would draw groups of people even before we turn the world into a wasteland. Hope and greed are powerful motivators.
Yes, it would seem so. If there really is treasure, we'll find it. This whole thing sounds like nothing but trouble. If any of them stand in my way, I'll break them in half. The structural integrity of a vault is designed to last generations. It won't be easy to get in, but we're in a perfect position to provide newcomers with leadership. I can tell you have a theory about this vault. Don't keep me in suspense. Go that way.
I think that's part of what's fueled the wild stories about it. A box you can't open just makes you want to see what's inside even more. But whatever it is, it can wait. We need to make sure the newcomers don't get infected.
So this vault is like Schrodinger's box then. It both contains everything and nothing at the same time.
We can't rely on that old hospital holding out indefinitely. There's only one machine. It's a dangerous location. The list goes on.
Yeah. Charleston isn't particularly safe. What do you know about the newcomers?
Judging by the architecture, the ones to the north are the old Raider pals that crazy robot Rose keeps going on about. You might, need to talk to her about them. See if she can arrange a meeting or whatever their word is for "we need to talk, don't shoot us." The ones to the south look more like a caravan of families, but who knows what they've been through. Don't let your guard down around either of them.
Good point. This reminds me of the Vault-Tec training. Do you remember the How to Make Friends movie? If you're worried, you should go yourself instead of pulling it off on me. You can count on me.
Thank you. Really. It's good to have my Vault family around again. Anyway, I'm sure you must have other questions. We can talk about them now if you want. Or if you're ready to head out, just be careful out there.
Here to stay.
Something on your mind?
Where were you all this time?
Pretty hypocritical for me, of all people, to take off on my own, huh? Oh. At first, I was just racing ahead, hoping that if there was any trouble, I'd hit it first. And then there were the nukes, the scorched plague. Seeing my old neighborhood bombed to pieces, I needed time.
Well, I'm glad you're alright now. You abandoned us because you needed time. Bullshit. I understand Vault-Tec mission came first.
Me too.
I found Evan. It's taken care of.
Thank you.
Evan was her husband. Unfortunately, he was not permitted a space within the vault, and he caught the plague. It did not end well for him. I refused to believe Vault-Tec would do what you said. They saved our lives. Why did you do it? You knew he was going to die. It wasn't your fault. You did what was best for all of us.
No. I don't get to let go of this that easily. I abandoned him.
Why settle here in Sutton?
I grew up here. My parents used to live just down the hill. If there's one neighborhood I'm rebuilding first, it's this one.
Home sweet home, after all. I have some questions about the logs you left behind.
Let's hear 'em.
The holotape about the nukes. Do you really think Vault-Tec planned for us to use them?
That's just it. I don't know. I thought they had let me into their plans, that we were special. But now I'm wondering if we were all just one big experiment to them. just like everyone else. And what happens once there's more nukes landing on Appalachia than she can take?
We were just defeating the Scorched.
I know. You did what you were asked. And so did I. But now we need to think for ourselves more. Build the America and the Appalachia we want.
More.
I hope they helped.
I think I found all of them. Did you want them?
Now let me see. Oh, look at that. Yeah. I think that's everything. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? For both of us. Appalachia has changed. We've changed.
The holotapes helped me survive. I just wanted to be rid of them. The holotapes were a poor substitute for real help. We accomplished Vault-Tec's mission in the end. That's all that matters. They helped.
You're welcome. I'm just glad I can be here in person now.
And I've got to go.
Stay careful out there. Together we've made Appalachia safer. But she still has fangs.
True that. Foundation.
Yeah, Sonny always says his stuff will go on sale tomorrow. Somehow tomorrow never seems to get here.
Well, that's interesting to know. Ah, they have a chicken farm.
Come on in. Everyone is welcome, so long as they don't cause any trouble.
What is this place?
Foundation. The new home for settlers that want to live free and safe in the wasteland.
Can I live here?
We're a little short on housing right now, but you're welcome to join the community.
Okay. Who's in charge?
Technically nobody, but we all listen to whatever Paige says. He keeps us on task. There's a lot to do here. Paige is inside, but he's a busy guy. So if you're looking to help, you might want to see Ward first.
Well, I think I'll go see Paige first. A bit more important than my mission at the minute.
Oh no. Oh no. I have ruined it. It is ruined. No, it is on sale. Sunny has what you need. This Sunny, that Sunny, the other, less reputable Sunny.
Okay, so he's the food.
Hey, I know you! I've heard some amazing stories about you. You're a legend around here.
How?
Sorry, no
I've
time to chat.
not done anything yet. So I think all the robots.
I've made a
also-
lot of friends here in
wow, that's
Foundation.
amazing.
Nobody special yet, though. If you know what I
There
mean.
is only one Sunny. All other Sunnies are imposters. Sunny has everything you need. If Sunny does not have it, you did not need it.
Who do you report to? Who collects your money?
Sunny reports to Page. All funds are turned over to Foundation. Do not attempt to steal from Sunny. Sunny is authorized to file a complaint.
Are there more Sunnies outside Foundation?
Sunny hopes not. Sunny does not need more inferior copies of itself. Two is too many.
You are the best Sunny. Armory Sunny is best. Have you heard any interesting rumors?
Sunny has heard that the pumpkin house needs help. Sunny doesn't understand how a house could ask for help, though.
Samuel? I've got a lot of things in motion right now.
Right.
You know how these. Some construction, some scavenging. You got my songwriting, of course.
Oh, well, I'm supposed to take all of these chems from Doc Aubrey or my gums will start, bleeding again. You know.
Oh, yikes, man. You do that. Hey, fellow dweller. How's it going?
Are you from a vault? How did you get here?
I came from a vault just like you. Ah, you've never heard of it. It's really far away and hidden. Like, really hidden. I don't even know how to get to it. Like, at all.
Then how do you get out? What's your job?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whatever needs doing. Ward says he's still trying to figure out what I'm best at.
What can you tell me about the others?
Ward's in charge out here. Well, he'll say he ain't, but he is. Of course, he reports to Page for the big stuff. But when he points, they all jump. I reckon it's because he always puts Foundation ahead of himself. As for the rest of them, I'm still getting to know everyone.
Well, a good leader should put his subordinates above himself.
Let me know if you see any repairs I should add to my list. The ever-growing, unending list.
Underground headquarters elevator. Page's office. Down we go.
If you're looking to trade, check out Sonny's.
You must be Page.
Well, this is a little awkward. You're from one of the local vaults,
Yep.
right?
76.
Hope you don't mind us settling in your neighborhood, because we're already kinda here.
That's all right.
And if you want to kick us out, then the answer's no. If the walls weren't already kind of a statement to that effect.
The important thing right now is getting you inoculated against Scorch Plague. Nice to meet you. I hope your people... I hope our people can work together. Pressure is big, plenty of room for all of us. Just remember that Vault 76 was here first. We're keeping an eye on you. Where did you all come from?
Here and there, this way and that. You understand what I'm saying. There'll be time for swapping stories when the job here is done. But let's just say we like building things. There's a security to it, you know? Foundation's just the start.
The important thing now is the scorched plague.
Inoculated? This some kind of a scare tactic?
No. You haven't seen the scorched running around?
You mean those crazies with the torch skin? Those aren't just burn victims? You're saying it's from a disease?
Yes.
Thanks for the warning, but, you know, if I was a local on a campaign to keep people out of my neighborhood, I might say a few things too. I'll tell you what. One of my own is a doctor, Aubrey. I sent him ahead to start up an observation camp, get the lay of things. You talk to him about this. If he's convinced, then I'm convinced too. Deal?
Fine. Alright, I'll check in all... Resist camp, how many people?
South of here. Aubrey and a few hunters. About five people.
Okay. I'll check with Aubrey, then you'll then you'll all get inoculated.
Assuming he agrees with you about this disease, then we'll hear you out.
Making my life complicated. Hear me out. Down by 96. We'll walk that way.
Really go for a hoagie. Sandwich.
I'm getting sick of potatoes. I know they're easy to grow, but how about a little variety? It is too wet to be outside.
Say the settlers picked a defensive position on top of a high point, and they're cutting down the trees, so they're creating a de facto killing zone up to the walls.
How's it going? You're up late. I hate this misty, foggy crap. Ah, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
So there are going to be roving NPCs, it would seem. camp should be up ahead here somewhere. I can see the flag from here. We got hostiles.
Here, see? There.
Ooh, luck 8. Quick inspection reveals food. Anything on me that improves the luck? Okay, so that's +2. Is there anything that gives bonus to chems taken? Oh, I have 6. Oh, that'd be plenty actually. Thought I only had 5. Special of 8. So someone ran. Search under the body. Someone was trying to give this person medical attention before the scorched attack. You're able to recover some stim packs from that were left behind. Victim. You notice a trail of footprints heading north, perhaps before you see. Secluded cave. Enter. You must be Aubrey.
Stay back! You with those things? Huh? Answer me!
Do I look like I am? Those things, you mean the scorched?
Is that what they're called? You a local? No offense, but your neighborhood is seriously messed up. They hit us out of nowhere. Screams, gunshots, the sound of Kip getting his head caved in. God, I don't know how long I've been here. Guess I was just hoping it was all a nightmare, you know?
Welcome to Appalachia. You better stay here, you might be infected.
Wait, you're saying a disease made those things?
Yes.
What's a transmission? Airborne? Direct contact? They never touch me, I swear.
You can go, but I need to let Paige know. But you need to let Paige know this is a real threat. No, stay here until someone comes to check on you. Until I can perform a medical exam. Then we'll know for sure. Charisma 4. You want to take that chance, you might get everyone else sick. Then they're as good as dead. Attack, better kill you now just to be safe. We'll perform a medical exam.
You're a doctor. I had a practice in Pennsylvania before all this. I don't have any abrasions. Cleaned all the exposed skin with whatever disinfectant I could find.
I'm not seeing any signs. You're clear to head home.
One piece of good news. Thanks. I'll let Paige know what happened. That's one hell of a disease you got here.
Yeah, it's not particularly fun. And the worst of it is, it's a natural.
I'll meet you there. Just need to rest.
See you back at Foundation then.
Hey, go on downstairs. Paige wants you.
I do like Foundation, it does look nice.
Civilization is being rebuilt, right here in Foundation.
There's something burning off in this direction.
Looks like it might rain later.
You find Aubrey's camp? Should be him and about 4 or 5 others.
Aubrey was the only survivor and backed me up. He should be here soon. It was a waste of time, of course. Aubrey agreed. He was the only survivor.
Damn it. Looks like I'll be paying a few families a visit soon. All right. If Aubrey's behind you, so am I. I'll get the details from him when he gets back. If you need to resupply, you should give Sonny a visit. Hell, after that ordeal, if you see a free bed in the boarding house, rest up. For now, you just hold up your end of the deal and get us that inoculation.
Will do. It's time to go see Rose at the top of the world and figure out how to meet with the raiders.
Well, look who it is. I was wondering when you'd show up. Not that I'm a stalker or anything. I totally saw you heading my way. So, what's on your mind? You miss me?
Raiders. Plan worked, the raiders are back. Every minute of every hour, like a thorn in my side. I need to get in touch with the raiders. The plan worked, the raiders are back.
Like there was any doubt. I knew it wouldn't be long once I got the signal boosted.
I need to get in touch with them.
Right to the point, huh? That group you're talking about is run by this gal named Meg. I saw him head in about the same time as those other folks at Spruce Knob. If you want to talk to Meg, you gotta get on her good side, and I'm pretty sure I can swing it.
Who are the people at Spruce Knob?
Just a couple of hard-working losers. You know, the kind we like to refer to as suckers. They're giving Spruce Knob a real makeover, too. Putting up walls, rearranging furniture. That's a prime target, if you ask me.
What can you tell me about Meg?
Meg thinks she's pretty tough since she ran off on Margie. She wasn't even around to see the end of it all. Bet she's loving the fact that they bailed at the perfect time. So she's bound to be way up on her high horse right about now.
Alright, let's hear your plan.
I thought you'd never ask. First, a peace offering. David had a trophy as a symbol of his leadership. You get that into Meg's hands, it's like passing the torch, right? Next, I'm gonna draw her ass out here with an extra special broadcast. Problem is, I need to access some old memory banks that David sealed off. He was an emotional guy. I get it. But I need you to find his original program, which I'm pretty sure he stashed at Rosalind's memorial.
David? Emotional?
Surprised? Sure, he may have killed and maimed a few people, but that doesn't mean he ain't got feelings. I'm pretty sure that's how this whole memorial thing came about.
What's this trophy you're talking about?
Just some old thing Rosalind made for David when they made him leader. You know, sappy romantic stuff. Ever since then, it's been like his own symbol of power.
Okay, tell me where the memorial is, and that program is good as found.
Yeah, about that. David sorta didn't want anyone to know about the memorial. He thought the others would think he'd gone soft, and well, he probably wasn't wrong. So, hope you like playing detective.
Again?
You gotta get to David's room, get the trophy, and then find something that'll tell you where that memorial is. I ain't saying you'll have to trash the place, but you may have to trash the place. Easy peasy, right?
Right. Are you going to join Meg and the others?
Nah, not high up on my list of things to do. I'm just here to keep them coming. Besides, I'm cutthroat for life, and I got my little buddy here to keep me company.
Hello.
After calling the raiders back, you don't want to lead them?
Lead? No way! Just thinking about that responsibility makes me twitch. I got the band back together to watch, not to manage the tour. Plus, now that they're pouring in, you can bet Appalachia just got a whole lot more entertaining. And I got the best seat in the house.
Too good for Meg and her crew, eh?
Well, duh. I mean, when it comes to being a raider, I'm sort of the best there is, so that's a no-brainer.
Maybe they'd come here.
Doubtful. Meg's probably keen on carving out her own territory, and the crater does look pretty sweet, minus all that powdery white crap. This'll always be cutthroat territory to her anyway, and no one wants a hand-me-down.
Sounds like there could be more to it.
This'll always be home. I can't leave top of the world. That'd be like betraying David, and we both know that'll never happen. Also, I may have pissed off Meg once or twice back in the day. I mean, probably more, but who's counting, right? Besides, I got the best view in town, and I'm pretty sure that white crap blowing around in the valley would be hell on my filters.
Let's get to work.
Back to business, just how I like it. Ready to hop on that trophy and AI program?
Sure.
I knew I could count on you, and I swear this will work. The shack alone will have Meg come looking around.
I'd say a lot of Scorched Ore have been killed up here recently. Based on all the guns that are strewn about the place. The desk is well worn and has several drawers that could hold a clue about where Rosalind's memorial is located. Closely examine the drawers. First inspection of those, hidden compartment, Stimpaks in one of the drawers and a photograph taped to the underside of the desktop.
Not us.
Should have flipped the bed first, shouldn't I? Damn it. Remember our anniversary? I stole that huge stash of chems, and you found that secluded spot across from Ripper Alley. We spent that entire night under the stars. I've never seen you happier. Rest in peace, dear Rosalind, wherever you may be.
You got David's trophy? Pretty cool, right? Once Meg sees that, she's gonna know you mean business. She may have been a diehard, but they all started under David. Every single one of them. Even the gourmands would have killed for that trophy. Us cutthroats had all the power and they knew it. And that trophy was the biggest symbol of them all. Nice to see it still in one piece. Hope we can say the same for Rosalind's memorial in that AI program.
It's a lot of steel. fairly certain he was shooting at me with a Gatling laser, not a plasma. But alright.
Ooh, so that's where he's been hiding it. And that memorial ain't too shabby, especially since it's David we're talking about here. So now you'll have to repair that holotape, and there's only one place I can think of that may still have a functioning terminal to do it. It's out at Solomon's Pond. I know, you're thinking, what's tech like that doing out at such a cutesy little wilderness place? Let's just say some seriously intrusive operations went down there, so I'm pretty sure it's got just what we need.
Okay, where's Solomon's? Straight up the hill. I know there are a bunch of workbenches there, so we'll just slow go it until we get there. Someone with a minigun, someone with a laser weapon. hell was that sound? Oh, it's Sister Rose.
Alright, you're back. Just when I was starting to get bored, too. Hope you managed to repair that old holotape.
I did. Actually.
Really? But I was just getting to the best part.
That doesn't load on.
Alright, you're back. Just when I was starting to get bored, too. Hope you managed to repair that old holotape.
Here's the AI. What do you think is on it? Can you tell me more about David and Rosalind? Why would David block access to some of your memory banks?
Who knows? Like I said, that guy was sensitive. Not everyone needs a constant reminder of their baggage.
Tell me about them.
They were into each other. David was never able to recover her body, so he made the memorial in secret. Didn't really want the others to see him all soft like that.
What do you think's on it?
First off, it's a whole lot of crap on David and Rosalind. I'm thinking it's like action-adventure meets romantic comedy, but not a good romantic comedy, you know? The kind that makes you want to puke. Second, it's the code I need to unlock some sealed-off memory banks that David didn't want me to access, but couldn't bring himself to delete.
Here's the AI.
I gotta admit, I got some pretty mixed feelings on tapping into all these blocked files. On one hand, I'm sure David had his reasons for cutting me off. On the other, I'm pretty sure this would be a whole new world of entertainment for me. You know, you're right. I definitely deserve to know. Now, just give me a second. Bleep, bloop, blorp, I'm a computer. Oh my god! Talk about some serious drama here. This is some depressing shit. I mean, I knew David never got to say goodbye, but he really did hide what he went through.
You really should talk about it. What types of memories did it unlock? Tough, not like he's the first. Are you gonna cry? You must have loved it very much. Let's go with that.
Ugh, like a soap opera on overdrive. You know, boring stuff that no one cares about.
go with perception, since I actually have that.
David was an interesting guy. He loved his wife and kids as much as he loved Rosalind, so losing them in the war wasn't easy. Rosalind helped him through that, so when he lost her, that was just about the end of the world for him.
How did he move on?
By creating a yours truly, of course.
So he totally didn't move on.
And blowing the shit out of the Somersville Dam. Who doesn't love some good old-fashioned revenge, right?
He never talked about any of this with you.
Obviously, he talked about it with me. Silly. He just didn't want me to remember, so blocked off all those memories. That's why I needed that program, to access those sealed-off conversations.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay, moving right along. Okay, now where was I? Oh yeah, the plan. Let me just run some filters, a little arts and crafts, and... Are you kidding me? All this data and I don't have the one word I was looking for? Okay, hate to break it to you, but I need you to go back out there and find me just one more teensy-weensy holotape.
Okay.
Best bet is Arctos Pharma, David's old corporate stooge job. I need you to find me a holotape with David saying the word negotiate.
He never used the word negotiate, okay?
Yep, no negotiate, no compromise. It was his way or the highway. It's part of what made him such a badass leader.
What's this plan of yours?
Just using my amazing skills to put together a little broadcast for Meg with David's voice. If she thinks there's even a chance that David's still alive, I guarantee she'll come running. Not because she likes him or anything. Ugh, gross. But if David pulled through and she bailed, she knows he'll be out for her.
I'm on it. One holotape coming up.
My hero. Now get out there and don't get yourself killed. Did I just say that? It makes me feel like a mom.
Okay, so we're off to Arctos Pharma.
Note to self, book tickets to Pleasant Valley. Also book to DC in case Rita bothers to check up on me. Oh yeah, and tell Rita to fire that cook, what's her name, because she completely ignored my express distaste of pickles. Pretty sure she does it on purpose at this point.
Oh good, I found you.
Who doesn't like pickles? Pickles are good.
Tessa, I need those reports by 3 today. Are you ready for the meeting?
Nervous as hell, but ready as I'll ever be.
Don't be nervous. If I didn't think you could do it, you wouldn't be going.
That's oddly reassuring, coming from you.
Take it as a compliment. You've got the business sense and legal background to have my job if you wanted it. I'd even venture to guess you're recording this very conversation.
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
And that is why I have every reason to believe you'll be running this company someday. You're gonna do fine today. See you in an hour.
See you there. Damn. He's good. He'll never incriminate himself. This may take a while.
Ooh, intrigue.
Alright, folks, these terms are ridiculous. Absurd, even. I'm not signing until we see at least 80% profit.
These terms are perfectly reasonable. Since when are environmental laws and fair wages ridiculous and absurd?
Since they take away 30% of the profits we're set to gain, Lawrence, you can talk to me about fair wages when you give up your bonus.
Come on, David. We need to wrap up this deal. Our partners are getting impatient. There has to be room for negotiation here.
I'll be the one who says when it's time to negotiate here. Our partners are only impatient because they need this deal more than us. They just hope we don't realize it. Now go back to your desks and figure out how to get me that 80%, or I'll find someone else who can.
He's not entirely wrong with the whole, are you going to give up your bonus thing. I mean, he's not wrong. Most people won't. So, a fair wage is pointless when someone who gets a bonus isn't going to give that up, or give up the fact that they get paid way more than they actually should. Because fair is relative. And wages are relative. How did David go from corporate executive to cutthroat leader?
Leadership skills, charisma. David was the full package, really. Not to mention just a whole lot of tall, dark, and handsome. I think it did him some good to finally blow off some real steam. You know how corporations and their HR are big fans of murder.
Yeah, here's the holotape.
Ooh, I gotta admit, I don't have many files on David and Rosalind talking about their pre-Raider days, so this will be pretty interesting. I'll just give it a quick listen. Yep, sounds like David alright. Ruthless even then. Getting back to business, a little slice and dice, some audio love, and voila! Mission accomplished. All you gotta do now is take a quick trip to the nearby relay tower and set up a new transmitter to get this bad boy broadcasting.
What does this entail?
Oh, just using a holotape to set up a new connection so I can transmit this message. Nothing fancy.
You kidding, right? You can't do it here.
Look, I need a new transmitter hooked up. I ain't gonna sacrifice my own signal just so you can get some FaceTime with Meg.
Sure, nothing I haven't done before.
Oh yeah, I heard that old Duchess lady's radio signal start up a while back. I should have known that was you. Here's the program you'll need to run at the relay tower. Just load it up and follow directions. I mean, it doesn't get any easier than this, really. And here, as a token of my gratitude, you can have this old holotape back as a souvenir.
attempt to acquire a Christmas tree has failed. Reason: all trees contain highly dangerous levels of radiation. Mankind is a naughty plague on this gentle planet. Ho, ho, ho.
Okay, let's get this thing done.
To find you soon, human.
Congratulations on not screwing us up. Now prove you're not a moron and select activate transmitter connection. Failure to do so means you're an idiot. Hugs, kisses, and cams. Rose.
Remote transmitter
Let's get
connected.
hooked up. Begin.
Beginning
Boring stuff.
recorded
Finding
message
connection.
loop.
That's it.
Hey, May. Listen up. I'm David fucking Ford. Get your ass over here. Top of the world is where it's at. Mezzanine. It's time to negotiate. Or I will kill every last one of you. Hey, May. Listen up.
Broadcast loop confirmed. Congratulations. Your transmitter is now connected.
Is that great or what? Anyway, confession time. Sure, I could have got Meg out here lickety split. I mean, don't get me wrong, she really ain't my biggest fan. But believe me, this broadcast, way more fun. Now, you probably want to haul ass back to the mez, cause something down there's making all the racket, and you're gonna want that place nice and tidy for when Meg shows up.
God damn it, Rose.
The hell is this? Where's Thorpe?
David's not here. I had Rose send a message. You came to talk, right? You can talk to me. Sorry to mislead you. I wanted to talk to you, and this was the only way.
You got that old diaper pail on your side? So who the hell are you? Don't tell me you're one of those worthless settlers.
And what if I was?
If you are, well then, this conversation's over. Because you're trespassing. and we don't take kindly to criminals.
Well, ain't that funny?
Holy shit, a vault dweller! Even better. You come scurrying out of your little cubbyhole and you think you can start making demands? Think again.
I have David's trophy.
David's trophy, huh? Wow, you must be dead. Return tail if you've managed to get your hands on it. Huh. I take it this means you recognize me as leader around here. Smart. Looks like you got yourself a brain after all. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll spare you a minute to tell me what you want before I get back to retaking Appalachia.
What do you mean retaking? You left this place behind. Appalachia belongs to all of us. The only thing that matters right now is Scorch Plague. What do you mean retake?
We left to survive. And if you hadn't noticed, it was the right choice. You can't just claim everything for yourselves just because we stepped out.
Squatters' rights. Appalachia belongs to all of us.
Yeah. Margie was into all that live and let live talk. Hate to break it to you, she ain't in charge now. I am.
The only thing that matters right now is the Scorched Plague.
You don't get to talk to me about that. We lost everything to that disease while you were all sitting pretty underground.
The plague can be prevented. We need to get your people inoculated.
Inoculation? That's just some bullshit the responders made up to sucker the weak out of their supplies. Didn't fall for it then. Sure as shit ain't falling for it now.
Why didn't you trust the responders? Why?
Look, I don't trust anyone. I especially don't trust anyone who says they're just here to help. I know enough about people to know they've all got an agenda. And for most, that's looking out for number one. Themselves. At least with my crew, we're straight about it. No one here came with me based on false promises. They're here because I'm their best bet at staying alive. And once that ain't true, they'll either bail on me or turn. And I'll be ready.
If you had worked with them, you could have stopped the Scorch. You're right. They were just pushing people around. Responder base is probably made tempting targets for you. Community building often requires collective effort and sacrifice. You're arguing that collectivism is never worth the sacrifice to individual autonomy. I mean, let's face it, they were after their shit.
Ain't that the truth? That's what made it so stupid. Like target signs on their damn back saying, "Hey, come and get it!" Oh, the idiots. And that inoculation idea of theirs was just one big lie, dig? That just sounds like a sack of rules to get people to do what you want. That's not a party I want an invite to. You're full of crap. Just like that inoculation idea of theirs. You're giving me a headache, 7-6. But yeah, something like that. That inoculation idea was just a way to get us to march to their tune. Wasn't anything more than that. Oh, please. They would have just used us as meat shields while they sat back to figure things out. We would have been dying while they worked on that imaginary inoculation of theirs.
Except you're an idiot because I actually did it.
Efficacy, huh? Maybe you do know what you're talking about, but I don't know. I got my own straight-line solution. Kill 'em all. Got a raid against a group of Scorch going down right now. Why don't you head on over, see a real plan in action?
Where is this raid happening?
Up north a ways, closer to the crater. Ain't gonna let any of those things linger too long near our base.
Okay, that isn't exactly... I mean, that is a good idea.
What are you talking about?
Think about it. Fighting that leads to injuries, open wounds, sites for bacteria and viruses to enter the body.
Yeah, so we might lose a couple people. So what? We got numbers.
Do you have all the people? What are you, the fucking Imperial Guard? Just throwing people at it? That's what you thought last time, wasn't it? And in the end, the Scorched Plague won. You had to abandon Appalachia.
Man. Shit, you're right. Just repeating the same mistakes. Okay, forget the raid. I'll get someone to call them home. You just work on that inoculation. Don't make me regret this, 7-6.
Cool.
I'm all for taking what ain't mine.
Let's go see the Overseer.
Hope Rose didn't give you any trouble. Well, more trouble than she typically is. Are the raiders convinced they need our help?
They've agreed. You just need the inoculation. You mean... Have I convinced freeloaders to benefit from all my hard work? Yeah, done. Yes, everything went by the book, just like Voltec would have wanted. Yep.
Good. I knew I could count on you. I've been looking into where we can mass produce the inoculation. Some of the obvious choices are messy, but if you just sit back and ask yourself, who could have manufactured a lot of specially formulated liquid in sterile packaging, it becomes obvious.
Any food manufacturer. Yeah.
Exactly. Great minds, huh? The local plant even has all the equipment to make experimental beverages. Perfect for us hacking in the inoculation. The current occupants were giving me some trouble, though. I could use your help on this one. Meet you there?
Sure thing, boss. Head down to the Nuka-Cola plant.
that people have come back to this area, they'll all want to be setting up places like Foundation. Hey there! You also looking for some treasure?
Yes. Is there some sort of new day gold rush?
You haven't heard? Look at all the folks coming back. People are always telling me there are massive amounts of gold just waiting to be uncovered. Well, I guess it's your lucky day. I found this map, and I ain't got a clue about what it means. Do you want it?
I'll take it, sure.
Maybe you'll have better luck than I do. Happy digging.
Ah, it's just one of the normal ones. Nothing particularly special.
This is it. We need to get the power up and running and reformulate the machines for the inoculation. Fire everything up and try not to get killed. Keep an eye out. All kinds of things make their home in these old factories.
You don't say.
Nuka-Cola scientists were trying chemical substitutions to make new flavors. That's how we're gonna trick it into making the inoculation. We just need to figure out how to mix soda ingredients to produce human antibodies. Easy, right? That's added your blood sample as an ingredient. I guess that technically makes you Nuka-Cola's newest flavor. Actually, maybe don't think about that too much. Reminds me of the equipment back at the Vault Tech Ag Center. Let me know if you want me to take over. That's it! Now we just need to restart the reactor, then we can manufacture the formula. tried jump-starting them, but the reactors are completely shot. Bad power couplings.
Jam random things together. Engineer a workaround.
Good job! That'll be enough power to get the larger equipment up and running. We can take them.
Nuka-Cola. My blood's in it! Nuka-Cola scorched or Nuka-Cola vaccinated? Oh, what's a cooler name? Vaccinated or scorched? Vaccinated says what it does on the label, whereas scorched sounds cooler. I think we'll go with vaccinated.
Well, that was... I'm sorry. I just can't help but wonder what it was like to actually work here. I mean, can you believe this?
Yeah, it's easy as pie.
That's it! Freedom from the plague, in a bottle. While you're handing those out, I'll start organizing things here and get a plan in place to get more to whomever needs them. Meet me back in Sutton when you're done.
Affirmative.
We did a good thing here. You should be proud.
Foundation. To hand over the inoculation to Paige. I wonder what happens if you call it Nuka-Cola and my blood's in it.
It is too wet to be outside.
What's that, John?
If we can get the flock big enough, we can add chicken to the menu. Oh,
Those Mothman cultists give me the creeps. They're all just crazy.
Well, yes, usually cultists are crazy. Which is why we call them cultists. Hey, Paige.
Got that vaccine yet?
Here you are.
What's this? Nuka-Cola? Nice looking label, I guess. What gives?
Drink it before I smash it over your head. Hey, medicine doesn't need to taste bad, right? Drink up. Yes, I know, but it's real. Doesn't need to be bad.
Well, I guess I should be impressed if you went to all the trouble of making it easy to take. Still don't know what to think of you, Vault Dweller. But, well, saving us from your plague is a good start. You watch out for you and yours out there.
Has Aubrey made it back? Should be around here somewhere. Medical.
Hey, thanks for helping me out back there. I talked to Paige about this plague of yours and made sure he takes this inoculation seriously. Remember to take a break to stretch, especially if you're in power armor for more than 8 hours a day.
I've made a lot of friends here in Foundation. Nobody special yet, though, if you know what I mean.
I wonder where that's meant to be. And the 8 hours thing, that's quite an interesting statement. Considering that in every Fallout game that the Brotherhood have actually actively been in and are alive in, they're in their power armor 24/7. And it's only since Fallout 4 and now Fallout 76 that you can't sleep whilst in power armor. Which is slightly less ridiculous than it might sound, but yes, that was a thing in Fallout 3, New Vegas, and even the older Fallout games.
Just because you can run some errands doesn't mean you belong here. You got a lot more to prove to be one of us.
What is this place?
Crater is what you outsiders like to call Raider territory. Want to be welcome here? You earn it.
How'd you build this place?
I ain't got a clue. Fisher and his crew put this place together. The only hard labor I do is raiding settlers.
Fisher. Okay. How long have you all been here?
Long enough to know we got a bunch of people trying to take what's ours. Settlers, blood eagles, even some damn cultists. We may not all have been here back in the day, but Meg sure was. So we're just back to collect.
I have more questions.
If answering your damn questions means you'll leave me alone, let's hear them.
Who are you?
Name's Axel. I've been with this crew long enough to know they don't trust anyone who can't pull their own weight around here.
Okay. Who's in charge?
That'd be Meg. If you don't know that by now, maybe you ought to reconsider what you're doing here. That's right, keep moving.
Okay, so someone named Fisher built this place.
done just about everything there is to do in Appalachia. You're a freaking legend.
If I saw it, I would know for sure. I don't like your attitude, and you don't want to pick a fight with me. So turn around and walk away while you still got legs to do it. Been tinkering with some new stuff, if you are looking for an edge, literally or figuratively.
Hey, you're not one of those Mothman cult lunatics, are you? Nah, you don't look that crazy.
What do you know about the Mothman cult?
Bunch of psychos in robes. They think our turf is some kind of holy land, and they'll risk death to protect it. That suits me just fine. I'll throw down with those nut jobs anytime, anywhere. I heard they've settled in over at Point Pleasant. Maybe we should pay them a not-so-friendly visit, you know what I mean? What? The hell with that. If anything out there's a god, it's the Megaslaw. You seen that?
Yes.
Thing? Hell, I might just start a cult of the Megaslaw. Except we won't be complete nut jobs like those Mothman cultists. We could have rituals like drinking a beer with the Megasloth or making sacrifices to it, you know? I got it. We could sacrifice those Mothman cult lunatics to the Megasloth. Ha! That's perfect. I think I'm onto something here.
So, you're gonna create a cult that sacrifices the other cult?
Nah, see, we're a different kind of crazy. We're the hard partying, guns blazing, push it to the limit crazy. The fun kind. Those cultists are hopeless fanatics, giving their life for some weird-ass monster that'll probably just as soon eat them.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
Sure, whatever.
If Axel don't get his shit together, him and his team are gonna end up being target practice for some lucky-ass folks.
Gotta love getting stuff for free. Good thing those sellers have a good Get out of my face.
Really? We just had a jamming session, and you're like, fuck off! Alright, whatever. Asshole.
I hope we find some other kids. Grown-ups are so boring sometimes. Nope, it's just me. I'm an only child. Meg said she thinks I'm real tough and I must have raised myself. At least until Gale found me. She said the only family I ever need is all the people at the crater. So they're like my brothers and sisters.
They're also raiders. What about Gale?
Yeah, we play lots of games, but she's not always good at the games. Maybe because she's so big? Sometimes I hide and she tries to find me, but she never can and I just get bored and come out. It would be more fun if there was another kid like me.
One day you'll be all grown up.
Yep. Ren said in just a couple of years I'll be a big bad raider just like her. But Axel said I shouldn't grow up too fast. But I don't care what he says. Boys are dumb sometimes. I want to grow up and be big and strong, just like Meg and Gale.
See you around.
Yeah, if you don't get killed first.
Gale.
So many humans around. Makes head hurt. You no hurt rah-rah ever.
Okay, big fella.
I can't believe Rose is still going strong at top of the world. I would have thought she'd just be rusted scrap metal by now.
That's only because nothing can get to her. You ever see a Scorched or super mutant take an elevator? They're too stupid.
Can't push a button, but they can fire a gun? Ugh. You're either full of shit or you've been hanging out with Munch way too long.
Gentleman Johnny Weston.
Nice to have a conversation with one of you 76ers. A lot of your people would like nothing better than to wipe us out. Or at least try to. But that would be tough. Just ask Foundation.
Why are you wearing a suit? Why don't you guys take out Foundation?
Where's the percentage in it? Say we attack, guns blazing. Best case is we win. And after that, what then? Who do we shake down for caps and food? And I, for one, am not cut out to be a farmer.
Okay, so you know what you're doing as raiders.
Maybe a touch of envy. Sounds like you had some sweet digs, while the rest of us, not so much. The other thing is impressed. Considering how different you all are, it's a wonder the Overseer kept you all alive. I think they're fighting against a basic truth. The world's ended. Civilization, laws, and all that government propaganda is more dead now than it was before the war. Now, the sooner they learn that, the better.
This is quite the getup you're wearing.
You like? Finding a tuxedo isn't all that hard these days. A million empty stores around. But keeping it freshly laundered, now that's my trade secret. This place is way better. Anytime, 76.
Does he just have a washing machine somewhere?
Hell yeah. Always be upgrading. That's what Avery says. We ditched Margie for Meg.
Fisher.
And that
Is it daytime out there?
Yeah, good thing.
You can lose track of time down here.
One of those scorched things.
Nice to meet you and all that. See? Some of us have manners. Meg's old diehard, though. Don't expect any peace and cures from them. But it takes all sorts.
What do you do around here?
What don't I do? As all the layabouts and campfiends do their thing, seems like it's up to me to fix everything. Not that I'm complaining, but it gets old sometimes, you know?
What do you think of Meg?
It's a tough world out there, and you need someone tough to see you through it. Meg's alright, I guess. I was with Lev's crew before we joined her. Meg gets all the credit. But the whole place would fall apart if not for Lev, Lou, and certain others.
Who were the diehards?
Just some old gang around these parts. I hear they were lost to the Scorched Plague. Only the fans who followed Meg made it out alive. She had the sense to leave before the worst of it. So she gets a lot of respect from her people.
Another
Back
time.
off.
Sure. Whatever you say.
Laid an egg.
You lost? You taking your sweet time with that inoculation?
Here you go.
This is the inoculation you promised? Bottles of Nuka? You best start talking, 7-6.
Funny.
Clearly. And you can spare me the details. Wouldn't want you to hurt that brain of yours trying to use all the fancy words. I'll make sure it gets distributed. Looks like you're off the hook, 7-6. See you around.
I mean, the responders, the Brotherhood of Steel, even the damn Free States.
Damn, I forgot all about the Brotherhood. You'd think if anyone could finish off the Scorched, it'd be them.
Yeah, and now we're back. Everyone we knew in the area is dead, and the Scorched are still here.
Brazilian little buggers, ain't they?
Unless you're here to pay me, fuck off!
How do you end up here?
From Russia before the war. But I like it here. Americans are so soft. Such easy prey.
Do you hate the settlers in Foundation?
Why bother? So long as they stay out of our way, we'll let them live. At least until we're ready to take what they have.
You look like someone who does what he wants.
Always! Anyone that gets in my way, well, that doesn't happen twice. Das vidanya.
Das vidanya, Tavarish. That's a bit weird. Right to park.
Listen, you see anything weird? You gotta dial it into the network. Let us know. The radio network is growing every day, but I'm no use to them where I am now. All I want to do is get out of this place, get my radio set up somewhere, and talk about the world. How it is now. You get me?
Oh, you're one of the companions. Oh, that's interesting. We'll deal with that at some other point. Surge!
Look who we have here.
What's your name?
Well, they call me Surge, as in surgeon. But I'm no doctor. I can put a round in a mole rat's buck teeth at 1,000 meters, though.
Yeah, you're a sniper. How do you end up here?
After my dad died, I walked the Appalachian Trail. Figured why not? Spotted Lev in a firefight with some super mutants through my scope. Thought to myself, now that's a man I need to know better.
Okay. You look pretty comfortable with that rifle.
My dad had me shooting as soon as I could hold a pistol straight. He's gone now. Killed 3 Jaguar with a pistol once. But he couldn't stop his own ticker from quitting on him.
Yep. See ya.
Have a great day. I will.
It's rather ironic. People who enjoy the thrill of a gunfight, if they don't die in the fight, it's their own bodies that get them. Time is the greatest killer of all things. It's an unfortunate truth, but a truth nonetheless.
Is it done? Do they have the inoculation?
Affirmative.
What a relief, huh? We'll get shipments up and running in case that first batch wasn't enough. Look, I know you're doing more than your fair share of the work. Don't think I didn't notice. Thank you. Now that one crisis is over, it's time we start working on that mystery in the mountains. Have you heard the latest?
Oh god, storytelling count me out. No, I've been out of the loop. I've gotten to the door, Vault 79 sealed tight.
Exactly. And that's made the rumors about what's inside grow wild. We don't have a way in, but I think I have a plan to at least find out what's inside. Every student who graduates Vault-Tec University has a story about the restricted wing, where all the higher-ups would have their meetings. And not just stuffy professors and their Mr. Handy assistants. I mean sit-downs with government officials, the military.
Okay. Halls full of Vault-Tec secrets, sounds like a dream. You didn't think to check there before. You have to drag me along. So we get inside, see if they were meeting about this vault.
Over 25 years in the making for me, but it's time to finally see what it's hiding. Meet you there?
Sure. Meet you.
Hello there. I'm glad you stopped by. I could use your help with an important matter.
What exactly do you need?
An astute question. Allow me to explain. I serve as an assistant to the Overseer, gathering information about the people here in Appalachia. We're especially interested in the settlements known as the Crater and the Foundation. The growth and development of these settlements is vital to the rebuilding effort, and so we constantly monitor their progress. To that end, I'd like you to take photographs that will help to keep us informed. Naturally, I'll compensate you for your efforts. So, are you interested?
Sure, why not? Sounds easy enough. What can you tell me about Foundation?
While I've never traveled to the settlements myself, I've heard quite a bit from visitors and radio broadcasts. The settlers at the Foundation are quite hospitable. They rely on cooperation and trust, sharing collaboratively in the rebuilding effort.
What can you tell me about the crater?
The Crater settlement was built from the wreckage of an old space station that crashed to the Earth not far from here. The raiders who live there are a violent group where the strongest rule, and they've claimed Appalachia as their turf.
Sure, I'll do it.
Excellent. Now, which of the two settlements do you intend to visit?
Foundation.
Excellent choice. I find those folk to be most agreeable. Now, let's discuss what we need in detail. The main generator at Foundation provides power to the settlement. The Overseer wants to ensure it's in good working order. A photograph of the generator will tell us everything we need to know. So that's your first target. Just north of Foundation, there's an old raider watchtower that might be a useful vantage point. The Overseer would like a photograph of the site to evaluate its current condition. And that's all we need for now. Good hunting, and do be careful.
Interesting. Oh, it's a daily. Ooh. Right, well, this is where I'm going to finish for the evening, as it is currently 1:15 in the morning, and I need some sleep. So, have a good evening, good morning, or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I will probably be streaming this again tomorrow. I don't know what time. So, yeah, so tune in next time. Bye. Bye.